Hi, how are you? This is Derek from FreshEyesMissedOpportunities.com, and today I have something unusual. Um, I got an email, actually I got two emails about an hour ago from PayPal, one within 2 minutes of the other one. And they said that they were confirming a transaction that I supposedly had made for $150 and $50, right, to the same company. And it was a gaming company, and I didn't recognize the name of the gaming company. I'm not a gamer. I played once on a friend's computer, and I think it was like something like Men of War or something like that. Excuse me. And it was so involving. It was like I was like right there. I mean, I couldn't move for like 5 minutes because I was afraid I was going to be shot. It's like real life. And I thought, no, I can't do this because if I do this, this is addictive. This is like really primitive caveman stuff addictive. And so I've you know not gone there. Anyway, I didn't authorize these two transactions. So I thought, okay, well, I guess I have to inform somebody. And so I went to PayPal, I went into my account, and they say on the bottom of their little email, they say if you have any problems, you need to go to the resolution, center, et cetera, which is you go to click into your page. And if you're not, by the way, if you're not familiar with PayPal, PayPal is like a payment web bank. I think they're owned by eBay or something like that. Very good company. I've been dealing with them for many years, never had a problem. Anyway, so I go there and wow, they have like 100 choices, and they don't have anything that says, "Hey, if somebody's giving you a bad transaction, so I didn't see it, or somebody's stolen money from you, click here and do this." They never say that. They say, "Go here, do that, do this, do this, do that," and they give you like 4,000 options. Anyway, I managed to send something off. Right place, wrong place, I don't know. I do know that if it goes to the wrong place, hopefully they'll be smart enough, to forward it to the right place. That's normally usually what happens, but I'm not going to spend 3 hours trying to figure it out. On the email, it had the company's name that I had made the transaction to, authorized it to, and it had a phone number for them, and it had their billing email. So what I did was I phoned the number, and I got a voicemail, and basically it said their box was full, so I couldn't leave a message. So I thought, okay. Then I did a Google search, and the name came up, and it was like a really hokey site. I mean, it wasn't anything, great or anything like that. It was, I thought on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe a 3. But I did an Alexa, Alexa, on the site, and their traffic ranking was 42 in the US. Now that's really good. So I thought, okay, and then I looked and it said they're doing the size of the company, something like between 5 and 40 million, and I thought, wow, this doesn't seem like a scammy type site. And then I looked at the about, you know, name of the company. I don't want to tell you what the name is. It's not important, but the name and about. And I recognized the number of the people involved in this company. I mean, these are like, you know, major players. And I'm saying to myself, do I have the right number? Well, I'm clicking on that little link that shows there. So, and this is where my payment went. So they had another 800 number. I called that one, and they gave me a number of choices. And I went to the billing section, and this guy answers a little bit with an English accent, etc. And for the life of me, I mean, he could not get the string of numbers, the ID from PayPal down correctly, but he got it. And he said, bear with me. He was very nice, very polite. Bear with me, we're filling in a claim. And I said, well, do you have a refund policy or anything like that? He said, yes, yes. And I said, well, why don't you just refund me this money? And he said, well, our policy is, and I said, well, how long is it going to take before any action is taken here, before I get some sort of solution or some sort of response? He said 7 to 10 days. I said, you're kidding me, 7 to 10 days? I mean, I didn't do anything wrong here. I'm telling you that, listen, this is not right. Something has happened here. He said, well, that's kind of like our policy. And I said, well, my policy, I said, in something like this is, of course, to call up the FBI, right? I said, it's not authorized, I already contacted PayPal and told them that, I didn't authorize this. And I've got to assume that if it's happened to me, and it wasn't one transaction, it was two transactions, if it happened to me, probably happens to somebody else. So I said, I'm just going to call up the FBI. So I looked up FBI, FBI in Mesa, Arizona, and guess what happens? It's actually FBI.gov, and you call the number they have there, and they give you a couple of choices, and they say one of the choices is, of course, if you're on the internet, if you have an internet problem, well, then you have to go to, let me just look at it, it's called ic3.gov, and fill in a form, and I did that. So now, is there any reason to be concerned? I don't think so. PayPal's really good. FBI, I've never dealt with them before. But PayPal, first thing that they did automatically was, when I put in the resolution, they sent me an email asking me to, or actually they put me right to the page to put in a new password and new security sentences, questions. And so then they sent me a confirmation on that. So that's handled. So, and they also had something that was kind of reassuring, which is they had a little statement that said something to the extent that, if an unauthorized payment has been made or something like that, it's not your fault, right? I thought, okay, I like that. So it's a wait now. Let's just see what happens. And when I get the what happens part, what happened, guess what? I'll let you know. This is Derek from FreshEyesMissedOpportunities.com saying, thanks for your time. I'll talk to you soon. You be good now. Bye-bye.